game, the one we just saw. I'm gonna take the corner, but I got like 5 points that I want to make. Why PSG won 4-0? Why Real Madrid has many problems with like their defense? Why Dembele should be the Balon D Or? And my final predictions for Chelsea and PSG. And then finally, the last point is what Vinny and Mbappe can't play together. So after seeing that game, I didn't see most of it, but the first half, I think I saw like I should have made that. I saw um I think I missed like the first 5 minutes, which is when they first scored. When I first turned it on, I don't know. I was speaking like to someone. I was speaking to a client, and so I couldn't I couldn't really look at the game. When I turned the iPad on, it was already they just scored. I think it was Fabian, and after that it was barbecue chicken. Cause I don't know, everyone's memeing them like on TikTok and stuff. Because they were, I think by the 27th minute they were already losing. So I don't know, like they played horrible. I mean, I expected Madrid to do much more, put up much more of a fight, but I didn't expect them to go down that fast. But I don't know. They've been getting goleado, and like I mean, I'm a Barcelona fan. I've been seeing them get beat by us like this whole year, and I don't know why the freak. I was thinking that they were gonna actually put up a fight. But I don't know. This PSG team, they deserve the win because they all play as a team, and that's the difference. I must feel like super bad for Mbappe that he left to Madrid to try to win the champions and stuff like that. And this PSG team wins it like in their first season, but they're all tracking back. They're all trying to score. I don't know. They all play as a team, and they're really effective in what they do. So like they deserve this win full heartedly, and I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that. I guess they just play as a team. Is the easiest way to say it. But I mean, my second point that I saw from like this game was Madrid has way too many defensive errors. But like I don't know, too many to count. Like I remember that they were comparing what's his name, Raúl Asensio to Kubarsi too much, and he's just not there. I don't know. Especially the first two goals, they were just defensive errors. Good shit. They were just defensive errors from Rudiger, and there were defensive errors from Asensio, especially that first one. I think who gets through? I don't know. Someone passes it back or something, and like Asensio takes a bad touch and he puts it too far forward, and then Ben is pressing, and then so he wins with the ball back, and then Courtois comes out to try to chicar, or I don't know how you would say it, how to try to give him like less options to shoot, and then in that transgression, I guess he hits the ball and he hits Dembele. Dembele falls, he rolls, and then like freaking Fabian's there to score the first one. And then the second one was just like I don't know if it's being unfocused or just like Rudiger not. I don't know what it was. Those are just like you would say elementary errors or like really infant errors that they did, and that one from Rudiger. I don't know, was trying to pass it back to Courtois and he like misplaced the pass. I mean, it happens. It could happen to any of us, but I don't know. You can't let that happen. I feel like that one just happened because he's unfocused. I don't know what he was thinking because he just let the ball. I guess he tried to pass it fast because Mbella was pressing, and he just like basically slid. He slid his foot over the ball, and when he slid his foot over the ball, like the ball kept on rolling. And since he slid his foot over the ball, he was already twisting up in his legs, and the Bella saw that, and the Bella got the ball and he finished easily. He just beat him on the one. Then the third goal was like the same thing. Like they lost control of it, I think, in the midfield, and then like they did like 2 3 passes really fast. They got it to Hakimi, and then Hakimi passed it to Fabian Reese. I don't is it Fabian Reese? I don't know, but to Fabian, and he was able to score a third one. So I don't know. They're just playing too easy, and then the last one, they made another one where Due scored, but they took it off because it was offsides. But I mean, it was offsides, but it was barely offsides. It was a good play. It was the same thing. They had Madrid had the ball in the middle, and they took it like really easily with their press, which is another thing why they're really effective. I'm not saying they play the Barca way, but I guess maybe the way Enrique wants them to play is really pressing the ball. So like when they lose the ball, they're on it. Like that's a very Barca tactic that everyone employs. Well, everyone that's like a coach from Barca tries to implement. Like you see Arteta on Arsenal, Guardiola and City. How they defend is like they want to have the ball, but like those are principios or stuff that Cruyff taught everybody. But like there's managers that use it now. Like I guess Xavi tried to. Arteta tries to use it. Arteta's more route one. He's more physical, or the way he thinks. But like Guardiola uses that, keeping the ball, defending with the ball, and then like I think another one's like Bielsa is another one that another manager that uses that implements that type of play style. But yeah, but the defense on Madrid, that's like all the problem. And then they just bought Trent. I don't even think that's gonna help them at all. Like Trent, offensively, he's gonna help with like a shit ton. Like we saw it in that game. Like I saw it in one of the goals when they played against Pachuca. You could see him. The good shit. Good shit to me. And you could see how he passed it. Like first time they passed it to him, he passed it first time to somebody, and then that person passed it to was it Gonzalo? I think it was Gonzalo. I don't know who it was. They scored first time, but the play happened like this, and it was quick. So like in attacking positions, I have nothing against Trent. That dude has so much quality, especially if it's a central or like a center or anywhere that he needs to find someone. He's got that on lockdown. So like on attacking positions, like it should be fine. Igual, Madrid is gonna be fine against most teams. I would say 70%, maybe almost 80% of teams in La Liga, Madrid's got that shit in the bag. The same with Barca. Well, it depends. Sometimes we do bad against some teams. But I didn't have that problem at first when Mbappe wasn't like he didn't hit it off the ground running, but over time they figured it out and they did pretty good. It's halftime on my game, but I think Trent will be a problem in defense. I don't know. They have Militao. I think they should get rid of him. I don't think he's good enough to be in Madrid. Those Asensio either needs to step up his game or they need to like loan him out because he needs a lot of experience. Like the mete mucho huevo, he's really good at that. He's really good at like putting what you call it, like just like giving ganas, or I don't know how you would say it in English. Like giving like I guess basically giving a fuck or giving it, trying to like win the ball back and shit like that. But like you can only do that so much. It's like how they were criticizing the Brazilian teams. Like the puedes meter mucho huevo, the puedes like pelear and all that, but not that's not gonna win you the tournament because you do need the tactical side. Once the further you get in that tournament, the more like elite sides you're gonna face, and they know like if they're gonna only have one chance, they're gonna make it count, and that's the difference I guess you would say between like European sides and like South American sides. But also, like if you're not really trying and you're not trying to win, what the hell is that? Like you could still lose as well, even if you have all the tactics. Bro, make that shit. So I mean, that's just something to look at. But Madrid has way too many defenders that they should get rid of, in my opinion. Like Hoyson, he's a good defender, but like I mean, I guess in the air and then distribution, he's really good. And then I guess like tactically, you could say he's good. Like defensive positions, he's really good. But like, I'm pretty sure if he gets like, if he's playing against someone like Mbappe on some other team in speed, I don't think he's gonna beat him. Even if he is tall and he probably runs pretty fast, he doesn't run faster than someone quick. I don't know. I've seen some Spain games, and that's where I've mostly seen him. But I don't know if that's gonna help them out in the long run. But he is a good defender. He's a good young defender. But like I feel like you have to pair him with somebody. I think him and Rudiger is like a good combination because like Rudiger's like physically imposing, so he's strong, he's fit, and then he's fast, and then Hoysen is taller, more composed. Like you give him the ball, he can probably like ping a pass to someone quickly and like get the play started. So like the red card did affect them a lot with that. But even like with this PSG team, even if they had poison, it wouldn't even have made a difference. And then my third point was what I think is that Dembele is gonna win the Balon d'Or. After this performance, I think all he really freaking needs is just a goal in the final. If he gets one goal in the final, he's winning that Balon d'Or for sure. Probably. It depends how the votes go, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna have the most hype because the only thing I guess he didn't win where he could have won something is like the Nations League, and I don't know, they got smoked by Spain really bad. Oh shoot, I gotta score this. Good shit. Oh my gosh. And I don't know. At this point, like it's a recency bias. Especially depends like how he goes into the season next year. But I'm pretty sure he'll be fine unless he gets injured. But sorry, he's done basically enough this whole season to be in that. But I only see him from PSG. I don't know. Some other people could say other players, which they do have like some of the best players in every position. Donnarumma, I don't think he's the best goalie, but I'm pretty sure he's top three. Uh, Nuno Mendes, he's not he's probably number one left back. Hakimi is probably number one right back in the world right now. And then Vitinha is like I don't know. He's either if he's not one, he's probably in top three defensive mids in all the world right now. So and este Fabian también he's probably in center mids. He's probably up there. Even I guess like attacking mids is how he played today. I don't know, but like center midfielders, he's pretty high up the list. So they got a lot of good players in various positions, but I don't think they're the best in their position, and they've done enough to like be in that top podium spot. So like, uh, shit, I fucked that up. So I only think Dembele is gonna win, and then like number two and number three is also obviously gonna be Raphina and Lamine. I know Madrid fans are gonna probably troll or talk bullshit about that, but I mean it's fine. Rafinha, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get two, and then Lamine's gonna get three. But I mean has more of a chance. Like I mean, depending how next season goes, how they play for next season. If he has a wonderful year, like bags a lot of goals, a lot of assists, and is just participating like crazy and everything, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be up there. He's gonna win more Balon d'Oros. Like I mean, it's crazy, and he shows up almost in every single game. The other game he didn't show up was against Portugal. And people were trolling him for that, but that's fine. I mean, you can't win everything. And también España, like the coach, he didn't want to win that game. The way the changes he made and all this stuff. And igual, the players need to know that you can't leave Cristiano like open. Like he's probably old and shit, but like you give Cristiano a wide open look like that, like he's gonna be making that easy. I had barbecue chicken for Cristiano, that goal that he scored. So like him or Messi, you can't give him like open positions because they can punish you for it. So I don't know. The way it's going right now, the brother's Balon d'Or, in my opinion. He's probably gonna be up there. I wasn't thinking he was, but I mean he had a great season. He scored I think the most goals. Like he has the most goals this year. Like not the calendar year, not the season year. And he won all trophies with PSG. The only thing he failed was the Nations League, but that wasn't just him. I mean, so it's not totally his fault. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna win it. Like I'm pretty sure they're gonna win this Club World Cup. And if he gets if he gets the golden ball for sure, he's gonna get that. But I don't think so because I think Dembele's only played like 3 games or 2 games in this Club World Cups. But on recency bias, if since he scored in that semifinal and like was effective, and like in the Champions League final, he was what's it called? Fuck. In the Champions League final, he had like assists and stuff, and he was participating and trailing back. Like he's been good overall most of the year. So I think he's got that in the bag. I'm pretty sure everyone's got it in the bag. Everyone thinks he's got in the bag, so I don't think anyone's gonna get mad that he's gonna win the Balon d'Or. And then my prediction for the Chelsea PSG match, I think PSG is gonna win. I'm not sure to what degree, but if I had a bet, I would say either like a 3-2 or a 3-1. And I only say a 3-2 because of João Pedro. Because that game that he had against Fluminense, if he can score one of those goals against PSG, no sé qué dice todo esto. Um, they're like back in that game, and they're actually gonna do something. So if he does that, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be good for to at least get a goal. I don't know if João Pedro can do something there, and then Pedro Neto's also like a good player. So not a good player, but like a good offensive option. And so like him or João Pedro, well João Pedro or João Gomez. Dude, I don't even know their names no more. I'm getting confused. What the heck? If either one of them shows up and they do stuff where like they can score a goal, I'm pretty sure they can give Ian. I made some profit. Let's go. They can put themselves back in this match. But other than that, I don't really see them like beating PSG in any other way. Because defensively, PSG got a better team. Offensively, they got a better team. Goalies, they have a better team. I guess offensively, like they could score a goal, maybe two, but that's about it. But other than that, like PSG got this in the bag. They're gonna win. I only say three because I think it might be a little bit harder than the Madrid game. Since I guess Chelsea's gonna play a little bit more physical. And if they play a little bit more physical, it's gonna be a little bit harder for PSG to stay in that match. And then my final point, which is like I guess in my opinion, or I guess it could be like a hot take you could say, is that Mbappe and Vinny shouldn't be playing together anymore. Well, that's in my opinion. I don't think they should be playing that all together. I say this because they're too egocentric. Son muy egoístas, like both of them. Like I don't know. It's just normal for Madrid, like for what's it called for players to think like they're the best, and they think because you're having that mentality, you're gonna win a lot of stuff, which is true. But every single time someone has to sacrifice, and those teams in Madrid where they won a lot of titles, especially those three Champions League back to back, el que está haciendo los goles, who was doing stuff, was Cristiano, and the one who was like always like making himself less or being more in a provider role or supportive role was Benzema. Like like Cristiano would score at 50 goals, Benzema would score like 15, 12. And then he's not bad. It's just like he had to be more of a more of a what do I say, like a support option instead of being like the main man. Because if he was selfish like a normal number nine, I don't think Cristiano would have did like half of what he would have got. Because a lot of those assists, a lot of those build up plays, a lot of those hold up plays, a lot of things were like were like an advantage because of the person he played beside, and that was Benzema. Benzema sacrificed a lot, so when he actually won the Balon d'Or in 2022, you could see his quality, how good he is. Because like some of the goals he scored, especially that goal against Chelsea, that header, where like he got it on one side and he switched it to the other post, like that thing was insane. I remember seeing that and I was like, damn, that dude's freaking amazing. There was no doubt in my mind that he should have won the Balon d'Or that year. But like when people compare that year to like Vinny's year, they're saying that Vinny should have won. Shit, I don't know, man. Especially right now, Vinny. Ever since he lost the Ballon d'Or, I don't know if it just did something like mentally or like it. I don't know if it decapitated him or I don't know what the hell. Ever since he put that tweet saying that he's gonna be like 10 times better, he's been like 10 times worse. I don't know what the hell happened to him. You cannot be that bad. And I don't know. There are some games where I've seen Vinny play pretty good in the sense of good shit. My bad. I was just focused on what I was doing. But there's some games where, especially I think like one of what was the I think the last Clásico in the league where I mean obviously Barcelona won, but I felt like Vini submitted more or not submitted more, but like he was more a provider. Like I think two of the goals that Mbappe scored, I think one was like the penalty, and the other one was like another one was like a pass by him. Like Vini generated them, but he was more in that supporter role. But this match he wasn't doing none of that. And like I don't know, people be talking about his take ons and shit, and he's been saying he's Jogo Bonito, but I never seen none of that bullshit. This dude be making like fintas or be making like freaking moves. Like he has the idea. I'm not saying he doesn't have the idea, but like no le sale. And like I don't know why everyone rewards him for mediocrity. I'm not saying he's a bad player. He's a really good player. I think in Spanish, what you would say is like es más, what's it called? Desi, I can't even freaking say it. He's like a difference maker. He's like an X factor. Is what I would say in English. Like he can get the ball and he can run at people. And like since he runs like super quick, and he runs especially quick with the ball, you can't you can't really stop him because once he's in the box, you touch him, he falls down. That's a penalty. And then like his team already has an advantage on you. Or like he gets you on a counter and he runs so fast, you can run past like the left back. I mean the right back and the freaking center mid, not center mid, maybe the center mid or the center back, and just be like on a one against the goalie. Because I've seen him do that a bunch of times, and like there's not many players that can do those things. What the fuck? Goddamn! I should have made that shit. There's not many players that are like that much of an X factor on a team, and he is one of those players, but he hasn't had none of that this season. Other than that Dortmund game in the Champions League, which that was like when was that? That was like August or September. I haven't seen him anywhere close to that level. Cause like they've been just being scored on and like it's been doing trash. And Mbappe's raised his level. Mbappe also when he got to Real Madrid he was super bad. He was playing terrible and he wasn't even scoring for like the first like 2 months, almost 2 3 months. He did score, but he wasn't scoring like at the frequency which everyone anticipated he would be. But like once he got like his foot in, once he was like accommodated, once he started understanding his teammates and stuff, he started producing, and like that's why he won the Golden Boot because I think when Barcelona had their slump in November, like that's when he started picking it up, and then he started showing up everywhere, Champions League, in the league, in Clásicos, like in all types of stuff. Like Madrid was like if they had any threat, it started being Mbappe, and it's just because of his quality because it wasn't really that much how they played because they weren't playing nothing no more. Which I mean, if you're watching Madrid, you shouldn't be expecting them to play good. All they talk about is winning and shit, which is fine. If that's what you like, that's fine. But you better not expect them to be playing like pretty football or some shit like that. I think the best I've ever seen them play was when they were under Mourinho. When they were doing that counter football, where like in 2 3 passes they were already on your in like inside of your box, and it was like Bale, Cristiano, or not Bale, Cristiano, but like it was like Di Maria, Higuain, Cristiano, or Di Maria, uh, was it Cristiano, Benzema, or Benzema, we'll see, Cristiano. They had so many options. I don't know. One of my favorite players is Osil. Even though I'm not a Madrid fan, but like the dude played super nice. Because I felt like he was, I don't know, he's super technical. Because physically, like he doesn't have like that many attributes, but him on the ball, he was crazy. Especially, I don't know what season was. His first season with Cristiano was madness. He's getting passes like nothing. I think Cristiano like playing with him, and then he also like playing with Cristiano because he could just give him the pass. Cristiano would just like freaking find a way to score super quick. Damn, dude, what the hell am I doing? But whatever. I mean, that's like thinking about the past. But basically, in my opinion, what Madrid should do is just like they should either get rid of one of them. But since they just brought Mbappe, I feel like they should get rid of Vinny because Vinny is just. I think he's too much of a liability. Like with the PR and other than the PR, with just the work rate, with like the nuisance of just thinking he's all that. I don't know. He is a good player, but he's not Mbappe, Messi, Ronaldo, Holland. Like all those players are way better than him. He does show up. He does show up in certain matches, but I feel like for every like the only place I see him show up is in Champions. Even in the league, he's like done trash, especially this season that just passed. And I don't know. I don't if that's gonna happen, they should just let Mbappe play on the left, get like a right winger, maybe play Gonzalo, that kid in the middle, and then try to find another forward or something to be a number nine. Because I'd rather have Mbappe be the left wing than have Vinny. Even though what I said, Vinny's an X factor. He can run at people and do this and that, but like he's not playing like he used to. He's not playing like he played that season where where he was almost doing it every week, or not every week or every other week or stuff like that. That's what I mean. Like you can't be Balon d'Or and fall off like that. That's why I don't even think he was Balon d'Or. He was never Balon d'Or quality. He just believed all the hype of people, and like that's the problem. You can't believe all the hype if you haven't won the things. Good shit. And I mean that's my opinion. He's a good player, but he shouldn't be compared. He shouldn't be up there like everybody else. So I feel like they should sell him, and Bobby should start playing on the left. Today played on the right. I don't know why the hell. They sell him. They sell Rodrigo, and then they just like start the process again, and then find a number nine. Like if Arsenal gets Jokeres, find the next best number nine, or find something that could fit their system. Uh, I feel like since they have what's his name, they have um, what's his name, Xavi Alonso. Xavi Alonso and Leverkusen, he did have number nines, but he was using like basically anything. I feel like, in my opinion, the number nines he had were like kind of doogie, and he still made like work out of them. Like it's not his focal point. So it just like, oh my gosh, what the fuck? With just barely any good like number nine, he can make the work out of them, and then like he needs like a good attacking man, and which I guess that could be Arthur Guler in this team. But a number nine that could just be, I guess, clinical and just have some goals and be a presence up top. That's in the market. That I guess would be a good fit for Madrid. Who would that be? Obviously, they would want Holland because of the name, but you can't get Holland. I feel like Darwin Nunes would even be good for them because physically he's everything. Either him or who's a good number nine that they could use. I can't really think right now. I'm thinking of this and thinking of that. Thinking of all these things at the same time. I can't really think at the moment like who's the number nine they should choose, but maybe I don't really know who's available right now who would actually fit their system. Because they can't use like a short scrawny one. They can't. It's not short and scrawny, but like I feel like they should have like a towering dude, an imposing type of person, but like not that's gonna take all the glamour and stuff. I think like just a skillful one. But there isn't that many out there right now. They could get that. I mean, if they take the Sesko from Arsenal, but I don't know if that dude really fits. He's like 6'4" and shit. He doesn't really score goals. But I feel like Xavi Alonso has him. He can. I'll praise the teammates this time. He could probably make something out of him. But I don't know. Those are just my thoughts on that game. What's gonna happen in the future, and hopefully y'all like what I'm talking about on that. And now I'm just gonna continue playing the game because I was really just winging all that shit right now. I'm pretty sure you could tell shit, but whatever. So let's just continue. Comments in there so I can actually go off the comments or something.